Hey, been a long time. Let's learn how to legit check the Dark Mocha Jordan 1. So we have the fake one, and we have the real one. The real one is 100% real, and the fake one is 100% fake. First, let's just take a look at the fake. Overall, looks like a Jordan 1. The color is a little lighter. The suede it's actually a little bit wavier than the real one, but it's got all the normal things that you would expect from a Jordan 1 to have. You can see the quality of the leather. It's actually quite nice. Just take an overview of the real one. The color, you can see it's darker. Suede's a little bit less nappier and wavier. Leather has a little bit more of a pebbled grain to it. And overall, nice shoe. But let's get into the things that I would look for if I was authenticating this. I'm not going to do any fancy flipping of the shoe or listening to the sound of box plastic. I'm going to tell you probably the three to four things that I would do in hand. I'm not going to lie, one of the things I would do is smell the shoe, because the fakes do have a smell to them when they're fresh out the factory. That does wear off. You can kind of deodorize these things in a few days. So the first thing that I would ask to see, if you said, hey bro, help me legit check my shoes, would be this, the Nike Air Tag. This is the replica tag. This is the authentic tag. If I can get them both on the screen and in focus, I will do my best. Yeah. So you can see that there is definitely a difference in the weight of the font and some of the formation of the characters. This is a particularly important detail on Jordan 1s produced 2016 to mid-2021. The details on anything that has this nylon tag, not the leather tag, will be consistent probably over 100 different colorways, starting with the 2016 breads and ending somewhere around the 2021 University Blue Jordan 1 highs. They do show up on a couple different colorways in that year, but it's sporadic. When they changed over to the different tag style, I refer to that tag style as the Trophy 1 tag style, because that's when I first saw it. So I would look for that. If that didn't do it for me, I would then ask for the backs of the insoles. So the fake one in my left hand, the legitimate one in my right hand. You can see that the glue striping it's just completely different, and this kind of chewed out W pattern is way more defined on the retail pair. And sometimes you'll get the insole of a legitimate pair, it has a number written on it in what looks to be like white paint marker or white chalk. That's a fantastic indicator that your shoe is legit. So let's get into the detail that everybody gets asked for and nobody fully understands. Let's see if I can get it in focus. Okay, so this is the footbed stitching of the replica. I'm not going to explain the angle. What I am going to point out is this detail here, how pulled the strobel that the threads go through is. The holes that they go through are very stretched out and pulled extremely tight, leading to a much bigger, trying to get my thing to focus here, leading to a much bigger pull in the strobel rubber material. With the authentic shoe, you don't have those big pulls. It's more of it's just more of a penetration. They're not real deep. They're not pulled too tight. The angle of the stitching is correct. And as nerdy and as silly as it sounds, the tape in the shoes will kind of tell a tale. This tape is too long, too thick, the wrong color, and the tear pattern is wrong. You can see this tape's a little thinner, it's a little shorter, the tear pattern is different, and the color is a lot lighter. You can look at the tags. They do fake the Jordan 1 tags really, really well. So those are the 3 things that I would look at if I was authenticating this shoe, because just from the external details, if you don't have this authentic shoe to reference, it's, I mean, even for somebody like me, I'm an actual professional authenticator. I get paid for a living to do this. Unless I have a perfect angle, like the angle right here where you can see this nice slope, versus this shoe where it's kind of pushed back and it doesn't slope as much as it juts. It's very hard to tell just from pictures. And I'll give you a quick overall of both shoes. The color changes with light. The retail is a little bit darker. I would say that the movement on the suede on the replica is much nicer. To be completely honest with you, knowing that this exists, paying $500 to $600 resale for this, I get it. It may not be appealing for everybody. I just, with all the nonsense videos you have on TikTok of eBay's authenticators flipping shoes around and smacking box plastics and generally getting a lot of their authentications wrong, it's not that much to authenticate a pair of Jordan 1s. You just have to know what to look for. I hear people say like, oh bro, it doesn't have an hourglass. That's not always, that's nothing. That means absolutely nothing. This has a nice shape to it, but I have replicas that have this same nice shape to it. I've seen people go, oh, the lace bags are clear. All lace bags are clear. So I hope this was slightly informative. For the shoe, I'll show a few things on the box before I wrap this up. So here are the boxes. The replica being on the right. I'll flip this lid around so these kind of match. The boxes are actually usually quite good. They are a little bit smaller, always. I've never gotten a replica box that's the same size as the authentic box. Under the lid, you're gonna have, on an authentic shoe, most of the time you're going to have a stamp. It's gonna have an N, it's gonna have a B, and then a sequence of numbers, usually defining like a date, code of production, or something to that effect. You can kind of see faintly that there is a stamp in this area, but it's not readable, and if it was, the font is all over the place. The box paper, it varies from shoe to shoe. These mochas came with, you can see this striped paper. This is just kind of waxy paper. The biggest thing about a lot of the boxes is this sticker, and I'm hoping it shows up. If you can see the lines that are in the sticker, yeah, you can kind of see them there. There's lines through that sticker. Now, replicas do put this fake sticker in their boxes. It's not actually in this box, but I can show it to you in another fake box that I have. So this is a box from the AMM3 fakes, and you can see the sticker completely smooth, no lines, no nothing. That's a pretty good indicator that you've at least got a fake box and you need to do some more investigating. I hope this stuff was helpful for anybody that's interested in legit checking, and you know, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram at the top of the page, and if anybody wants to ask where the fakes came from, feel free to do that as well. I hope you all have a good day.